Sauvignon Blanc is an extremely important varietal and a very important wine for us here at the winery. We were the first winery to plant Sauvignon Blanc over 50 years ago here in northern Sonoma County in Dry Creek Valley.
It just is an ideal climate, warm enough to get the grapes developed and mature enough to develop the flavors and complexity that is really important in Sauvignon Blanc. We have this wonderful cooling influence of cool air coming from the Pacific. Those grapes come off the vine really well balanced, and we're able to just kind of steward them through the winemaking process and produce really phenomenal, balanced, complex wines.
Dry Creek Vineyard Sauvignon Blanc is a wine that's very special to me. Created shortly before I began here, I've had a hand in shaping the style. We're looking for a bit of a contrast in style to our Fumé Blanc, which is also made from Sauvignon Blanc, the same grape variety. It's a little riper style, not super ripe, but we're getting a little bit less of the citrus flavors, that less ripe spectrum of Sauvignon Blanc, more into some stone fruit. So maybe you get some apricot or peach, sometimes some passion fruit flavors in the wine.
Sauvignon Blanc is a really special wine, and when I think of it, I think complexity. That starts really with the clonal selection. So we're using a handful of different clones with this wine: Clone 1, Clone 21, Sauvignon Musqué, Sauvignon Gris, and I think we'll even have some 530 in there as well. So those different clones, they all have slightly different aroma and flavor profiles and different textures as well.
We use a limited amount of barrel fermentation in production of our Sauvignon Blanc. We tried some acacia wood barrels. It's a different wood that has a very mild flavor impact. Still gives you some of the texture and richness that comes from fermenting on the yeast in barrels, but not a lot of oaky flavors because it's not oak. We also use a limited amount of chestnut wood barrels. So again, a distinctive barrel type, wood type that brings a very strong sort of vanilla cream flavor to the wine. On its own, it would be too extreme, but as a small ingredient, maybe 2 to 4% of the blend, it just adds another subtle touch to the wine that makes a difference. And really, I think, brings it together in a nice way.
What's really unique about it is I think it truly reflects this region and the terroir, the word we use to sort of define or describe that magical combination of sun, soil, exposure, and the reason why a particular area or region is so special for growing grapes. And Dry Creek Valley is fabulous for growing Sauvignon Blanc, and I'm lucky enough to have had my father discover that over 50 years ago.